Those in power must not sleep peacefully in their comfortable homes while people remain homeless and live in informal settlements. That's the view of KwaZulu-Natal Human Settlements and Public Works MEC, Jomo Sibiya. Sibiya says those in power must stop fighting amongst themselves and change the lives of the people. He addressed the Progressive Professionals Forum at the weekend and joins me now live from our studio in Durban. Good afternoon, MEC, and thank you very much for your time. Ndaba, when I watch that clip on YouTube that's been doing rounds, I thought it's about blooming time a politician is asking the right questions, but then I wondered if you are a man of your words, you will act as you speak. Sometimes we say talk is cheap. How do you respond to that?
Thank you very much, Braden. Good afternoon to you and the viewers out there. Braden, the matter of walking the talk, I think it's been asked a number of times. Some of us, we believe that it's time to act. Time for promises has ended. We have been doing some of the things without being in government or getting assistance from anywhere, but also we've been doing things within the government. I agree with you. It's time for all of us not to sleep at work. We can't continue to sleep at work and allow ourselves to be seen as failures while we are in power, but also while we've been given responsibilities as executive authorities in different positions of deployment.
And while voters have entrusted the governing party with their vote. Just before we carry on, MEC, I want to play a clip from that YouTube transmission, or what that was streaming. That was live streamed by the KwaZulu-Natal government when we were speaking. Let's take a look.
Our children will insult us one day. They will say, what did you do to change the picture? You came with policies, you came with resolutions, you fought about those resolutions, but what did you do? You were once an MEC or once an HOD, you were employed at a strategic position in an SOE, what did you do? And you say, no, the legislation and the policy that was there were hindering transformation. No. We had whites and Indians who were doing this and that. What did you do? Instead, we are fighting amongst each other. We are fighting amongst each other for no reason. And the fight is not about changing the lives of our people. It's about us accessing money and nothing else. And it can't continue. I disagree with it.
Very strong words and very clear, and I think you're hitting the right notes. The question will be, in future, your grandchildren will be asking you as well, what did you do? But also currently you disagree completely with the ongoing fights, which you point to the cause is about money. That talks to greed, that leads to corruption. So my question to you this afternoon on the Midday View MEC, what are you doing now to make sure that the future is different?
Thanks, Braden. We are getting into a situation where we are changing how the things have been done, where it's been business as usual. We are not going to be sitting back and waiting things and watching things happening around us. As the department currently, and as an MEC in the Department of both Human Settlements and Public Works, we have taken a decision to change things. We are going to be delivering infrastructure with speed. We are going to be delivering houses to our people and for our people with speed. Our people are tired of waiting for projects, housing projects, to take 5 to 10 years to complete. And we are changing from the norm. We are saying we must deliver infrastructure with speed. Our people can't continue to wait. But again, we want to provide them with decent shelter. It's been happening, Braden, because I don't want to make it as if it hasn't been happening. But ours now is to say, how do we improve the speed of delivering the services?
It's about ramping up. It's about ramping up progress. Yes, some things have been done, but it's been slow. It's about doing stuff better. But also, when you come to human settlements, you have to do things, deliver houses which are of quality. Because we've seen some RDP houses crumbling around the country, which is a shame.
fully agree with you, and it can continue. As the government of the day led by, in my province by the Premier Zigalala, he has given us a mandate, a clear mandate, that we can't continue with the shoddy workmanship. We can't continue with contractors who are building houses that are not of top quality. Ours now is to continue doing what is, is needed by our people, and make sure that the houses that we are building are top class. But also, there are houses and projects that have been left for many years unfinished or uncompleted. We are going back to those projects to finish them and complete them to a level that I've made a commitment that I'm not going to be an MEC who's going to be enjoying going out and doing sword turning and everything. I'm going to go back and look for all the commitments that we have done over the years, because we can't make commitments and don't live.
So you're going to address the backlogs. Unfortunately, MEC, I don't have too much time, but very briefly, I need your view on this, because you speak very strongly about improving government performance. One of the biggest challenges in the country today has come to sharp focus. Unemployment figures are out. Young people are like 63% unemployed today. More than half of them are black women. How do you think the country should address unemployment and provide opportunities for young people, particularly young black women in this country?
We just need to be brave and implement decisions and policies without any fear. We need to bring black people, as we are saying, Africans in particular, at the center of the economy. Young people should be given skills. Young people, we must have programs that are developmental in nature. We must have programs that are going to make sure that young people and women are not marginalized and at the periphery of the economy. What we're going to be doing in this province, currently in the Department of Human Settlements, you will watch us during the Youth Month. We are having quite a lineup of programs that we are going to be doing during the Youth Month, where we are going to be capacitating youth, giving them opportunities. We must trust young people that they can be able to bring the country to where we need it to be. We must give them opportunities. We must bring them into the economy. Women have fought for many years. They've been marginalized by the culture. They've been marginalized by the system. We need to trust that our women can provide leadership in both the positions of leadership in government, but also in business. Give them opportunities, support them, and make sure that they are at the center. We just need to be brave and make sure that it's Africans in particular that are benefiting, because they've been out, others have been benefiting. We're not saying they are not going to be benefiting, but we are saying it's time that we become brave enough and bring Africans at the center.
Okay. MEC, thank you very much. You took your new position from the legislature, where you were chairing a portfolio committee in March. So June is your third month. You're still very fresh in the position of human settlements and public works in KwaZulu-Natal. I want you to promise me that after 100 days, you and I will have another interview to see how far you are progressing. Are you comfortable with that?
We love that. We love that. We are just mandated and determined, Braden, that we must implement radical economic transformation in its true sense. It shouldn't be a slogan. We must implement it in its true sense, not what others use it for. But we need our people to benefit in the economy. Thanks, Braden.
We'll hold you accountable, and we'll talk to you in 100 days, marking your 100th day in office as the MEC for Human Settlement and Public Works. Very clear, refreshing words to hear. But of course, he's a politician, and we have to hold him accountable as a public servant. He's agreed. When he marks 100 days in office there as MEC, we'll revisit him and have a discussion to track what actually has he done. He looks like, he sounds like he's a kind of Mr. Action.